What's good, y'all? It's your boy P.O. back with another one. And today, man, as y'all could see, I ain't gonna lie. My fault. Let me pull this video up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to jinx myself, but it's seeming like Streamlabs it might be working for me. It might. We gonna see.
I want to talk to you about how.
But we finna watch this video by Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't know, he wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. Go read that book. Listen to the audio book, whatever. It's gonna make you want to change your life. This video is called "If You Want to Get Rich, Stop Thinking Like a Poor Person." Alright then. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Get your snack, get ready to enjoy. Let's get straight into this video, man. Look, am I good on the screen? Okay, now I'm good. My fault, y'all.
I want to talk to you about how to think richer. It's
Okay.
really tough to get rich
Teach me some.
if you think like a poor person.
Right.
And we all know poor people. They're all over the place. So I'm going to just show you something here. This here is a gold Rolex Daytona. The younger people have no idea what Daytona means, but this was Paul Newman's watch and all this stuff. And I own 4 Daytonas. Then you
Okay.
go, oh, what a waste of money. That's how a poor person thinks. Why do I buy a $50,000 watch, let's say it is, and gold rings and all this?
I already know he gonna say it's a conversation starter or something like that. Watch.
Well, the reason is because the national debt of America is through the frickin' roof. We're going bankrupt. The way America, with our politicians, the way they solve their problems is they print money. One thing wrong with printing money: the rich get richer and the poor middle class get poorer. Gresham's law says when bad money enters the system, good money goes into hiding. So here's a 50-cent piece. Kennedy, $50, 1964. This is from my friend Jim Clark at Republic Monetary Exchange here in Phoenix, Arizona. I buy a lot of gold and real gold and silver from him. So when bad money enters a system, which is the bad money, this or this? See, Gresham's law says when bad money enters a system, good money goes into hiding. This is bad money. This is real money. So what happens is, when I show this to most people say, which one? I said, which one do you want? The $10 or the 50-cent piece? The average person, young or old, jumps for this. But this is bad money. The smart want real money. And the reason this happens is every time the government prints money, which started in 1971 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. Every time you print money, the rich get richer. Let me say it again. When you print money, governments print money, which are printing all over the world today, the rich are getting richer because assets go up in value. What else goes up in price are food, eggs, and stuff like this. So the rich get richer because they have real money, but the poor and middle class get hammered because inflation's killing them. So you look at America today, we have an election coming up.
Hold up, let's really try to understand what he's saying here. He's skinnier than I thought.
So the rich get richer because they have real money, but the poor and middle class get hammered because inflation's killing them.
So I think what he's saying is, so when they do print out money, it makes money's value lower, like it lowers its worth, and that's what causes inflation, right? You following? Let's see if I'm following. So when it causes that inflation, that's what makes the poor and middle classes like lose their money because they don't have enough money to pay for the new higher priced products. But the rich, how does it what's the word? How is it positive for them? It's positive for them because they put their money into assets that help them live their lives. So help me think here. Help me think. So if inflation goes up, why would that be good for the rich? Is what I'm basically asking. If prices first, everything goes up, Why would that be good for those who are already rich? Because they have, like, is it the stocks? Like, that's all I can think. Like, if it's like stocks and stuff, and they're invested in the stocks, right? Then they're getting a part of the payments that people are paying for these new higher priced products, right? Or no? Hold up.
So you look at America today, they have an election coming up
It's
for
really
the
making me
president.
think, yo.
And what's happening is inflation is killing people right now. This is takes more and more of these to buy one of these here. So you understand Gresham's law. When bad money enters a system, this is bad money. This goes into hiding. So Republic Monetary Exchange,
We're gonna look at
you're
the
in
comments
Phoenix.
later.
This is hiding. This 50-cent piece is worth a lot more than this. So when we're talking about why do I buy assets? Why do I buy real estate? Because when I use debt is this fake money here, to buy a house. This goes down in value, but the house goes up in value. So that's why the smart people know how to use debt to get richer, because they use debt to buy real assets, and this gets worth less and less.
So what he's saying is, let's give it an example or a scenario, right? I use my money. So this is my money, and this is property, let's say. I use my money to buy this property. My money is now gone, and it's worth less, right? Or no? I think, let's just say I'm right. Since I now have this property that I can do anything with to make it a cash flowing property, it's now okay. So this is staying the same. I don't think this value isn't decreasing just yet, I don't think, but it's staying the same while this one's value goes up. Like, this is worth this when I buy it, but as soon as I start making a profit, this is worth more than what I bought it for. Okay.
And less and less and less.
That's
It's
obvious, but like,
Gresham's law.
for me, I
When
really
bad money
understand
enters the
this thing.
system, good money goes into hiding. When bad money enters the system, the rich buy more assets like real estate, land, things like this. So they get richer, and the poor and middle class get poor because inflation kills them. That's Gresham's law. It's been around for thousands of years.
Because when inflation comes around, the middle class, us, we try to save and work more to combat against it, when we should be buying more assets when inflation comes, so that we can get a piece of that pie. We can get a piece of that inflation pie. I think I'm understanding it. Because when because we might be buying an inflated asset, and it's inflated a little bit in the beginning, but we're still going to be making a profit off of what we bought. So we're getting a piece of goodness from inflation. Oh yeah, we learning some over here.
So I hold this up here,
Boys and girls, we learned
1964
some.
real
We learned
silver,
some.
and this. I say, which would you rather have, this 50-cent piece or the $10? The rich will take this, the poor middle class will take this. Let me explain this. When you print money, the price of assets go up. Like my apartment houses go up, the price of oil goes up, and things like this. So what happens is you print money, the price of oil goes up, but so does the cost of a chicken, because a chicken takes gas to get it to the supermarket. So you go to the supermarket, why is this chicken $10 today, whatever it is? I don't pay attention to that stuff. But we're printing so much money. Today, this here, the solid gold watch, I've been buying gold since it was $50 an ounce. That's why I own gold mines. I don't like to fool around with too much stuff. I have real gold. I can take it, I can feel it. It's in a private vault hidden in some mountain not too far from here. But the reason why I buy this gold watch, let's say it costs $50,000. 5 years from now, what will this gold watch be worth? See, if gold today is, let's say, $3,000, and the prediction is gold is going to go to $15,000. So that's a 5-timer. So the reason I buy a gold watch, I can buy a cheap ass Swatch watch or a Timex or whatever it is for $50. I have some of those too. By buying a gold Rolex, I'm not saying do it. I'm just telling you how I think and how poor people.
So not only is a watch, like a nice watch, a conversation starter with like a person who does know watches, which is usually like business people or like, you feel me, what I'm trying to say. But it's also an investment in a way. If you just keep it and keep it nice and tidy, in a few years, it'll be worth more than what you got it for, 5 times more. And you get to look good with it.
Think, oh, I'm going to get myself a cheap ass Apple watch. No right lefty Apple person would buy a solid gold Apple watch, because it doesn't fit their genre. But when I buy this thing here, I get to wear my asset on my wrist because it gets more valuable the more our government is fucked up. The more they print money, the more valuable. It's not the watch, it's the gold in the watch. So I'm just saying to you, that is how I think. And I was trained to think that way. But a poor person, they want to buy something that's nice looking but inexpensive. And that's why they're poor. Some people buy, like I see women with these very expensive handbags. I hate to tell you this. The only place that's going to be good for is a Salvation Army thrift store. But they have some Gucci bag or something. Or they got Gucci shoes or whatever they have. But there's nothing wrong with wearing your assets on your wrist or gold earrings, because it's not the earring, it's the gold. So if you can understand that, the reason poor people are poor is they think if they get something for cheap, they're smart, but they're really poor. So ladies and gentlemen, people talk about mindfulness now. Buddhism is mindfulness. What are you saying to yourself? Oh, I can get by living this, or I can eat cheap food, or I can do this. Remember this is the rule. When the government prints money, assets go price up in price. The rich get richer, but the poor get poorer. So when you print money, the price of gasoline goes up, I get richer because I own oil wells. The poor and middle class get poor.
So I was right with the stocks and stuff, or like not even just stocks, because he's getting into he's like actually in the stock, like what the stock represents. He's actually with the companies and owns them. Okay.
Or because they're putting gas in the car, it's also taking gas to get that chicken and toilet paper to the supermarket. So that's what's going on in America today. And the biggest problem, as you know, is that most of our leaders, a lot of them are school teachers, like Tampon Tim Walz, who ran with Kamala. He's a college professor or something like that, the governor. Don't hang out with poor people. It's a waste of your time. My poor dad, smart guy and all that, poor as a church mouse. He wanted everything that was inexpensive rather than something that was valuable. Not the price, but what is the long-term value of what you're buying. Today, I'm taking delivery on a new car. Not that I need a new car, but it's a very rare car. So I get to drive around in a very rare car that only rich people can afford.
That's what he just said right there is very important to remember. What is the long-term value in what you're buying? Like, really think about that. Like, everything you buy, what is the long-term value in it? I feel like if you start thinking that way, you will not only save your money better, but you will spend it better too. Like, think just a pencil. You buy a pencil, right? You know the value in that pencil is, it can get you through a year of school. Let's say the pencil has a year's worth of lead in it. Like, that's a good investment. Like if you're, like, let's say your goal is school, that's a good investment. In school, for example, like if you want money, let me not say that. You know what I'm trying to say though. Like if you want to invest in you want to become a doctor, you have to go to school. So you're investing that time and studying and whatever for the long term gain of what you will gain when you become the doctor. You're sacrificing that time. You could be having fun or working a different job. You feel me? Like, I see.
Well, such a waste of money. I'd rather drive around my Toyota Prius. Okay, that's fine. You get from point A to point B, but you get richer. No, that's the problem. So the problem isn't the Toyota Prius or my new collector car coming in. Problem is how you think. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's called mindfulness. Be mindful. The question is, are you thinking like a rich person, a poor person, or a school teacher? So if you want to find out the top 3 things that school should have taught you about money, and 3...
He about to just plug an ad up. I'm already knowing. But I like that video, though. We definitely learned a lot in this. For sure learned something. Make sure y'all boys is always learning something, training your brain. Don't be dumb out here. Happy New Year's. What's the time? December 31st, 10:59. Y'all be safe tonight, man. Achieve your dreams. And if you're seeing this before the new year, work towards your goals before the year comes, not when it gets here. So that you could really already have it down to a T by the time it gets here, you feel me? That's why I started doing this YouTube stuff. I wanted to wait till next year, like, dang, I could start next year, but no. I think it was one of the best decisions I made to start, you feel me? Like right now. But let's hope this video was smooth. I changed some settings to make it stop buffering and stuff. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, go enjoy more videos on my channel. It's your boy P, and I'm going.